What's going on, Assassins? It's Darkstrider, and listen, the other day I put out a video where we were talking about what's going on with, like, canonical differences in the Assassin's Creed series, and we got into it a little bit about lore and, like, how they should decanonize Assassin's Creed Origins through Valhalla, because the lore just doesn't match up with previous lore that we've had. So I want to discuss that. I want to talk about, like, what's going on with the lore. Where did we exactly lose the lore? Did we exactly lose it when Origins came out on, or did it happen prior? Because there's a lot of things, in fact, that we can make exceptions for as far as what's going on with the lore, even into the action RPG games. And hear me out, because this will make sense once you see it. I made a video previously, like years ago, where I said that the timeline was kind of broken because they sort of retconned certain things, like Darius, like Amunet, who becomes, or Aya actually becomes Amunet in Assassin's Creed Origins. And a lot of things didn't make sense as far as, like, the time lineup, Odyssey lining up with Darius and things like that. There were a bunch of questions that I had, a bunch of issues that I posed, and again, like, I'll put links in the description below so that you guys could see those, and you guys give me your honest opinion of what you think of them. So one of the things was Aya being entombed in Italy in Assassin's Creed 2, because in order to open up all those, or the Armor of Altair, Ezio had to go and find the tombs of various assassins, and Amunet was one of them, and that was in Italy. So that kind of didn't make sense. In Origins, we actually find Bayek's grave. Layla does. And she not only finds Bayek's grave, she also finds the mummy, the mummified remains of Aya. And even though in the DLCs, for some reason, they weren't together, I guess they were buried together anyway. I mean, that was never explained. I was expecting an Origins Part 2, honestly. But anyway, you find Aya's remains, and you find her mummy. You take DNA from it. How could this be if she is Amunet and she was buried in Italy in Assassin's Creed 2? Well, we make certain, like, allocations for that. Like, obviously, we say that it wasn't her actual body that was buried there. It could have been a like a placeholder. It could have been another assassin who was actually just hiding the seal based on Amunet, based on Darius. Because in all seriousness, who would go around and just hide bodies from other countries in Italy? We don't know if that was the main bureau. We don't know where the main bureau is. I would like to think it was Macief from the first Assassin's Creed. Maybe that's the main bureau, but there were bureaus everywhere. It just doesn't make sense that they would do that. That they would take all these prominent assassins from history and hide their corpses all around Italy. You know? That's just a little too far. That's kind of weird, you know? So, I mean, stuff like that, we could make certain sacrifices, or, you know, we could figure out, theorize what the lore is as far as that goes. That's not a problem. But there are some things that, like, are really, really crazy, like the records of the ones that came before, the records of the first ones, the records of the Isu. Those records change in as early as Assassin's Creed 3. What Connor saw as far as what was going on, and what Ezio saw as far as what was going on in Assassin's Creed 2, what happened to the Isu, is way different, I think, than what ended up happening in Odyssey. Way different than what happened in Valhalla. I mean, Valhalla, they explain that those quote-unquote gods are actually Isu that were from a different sect. So that makes sense. But again, there is a lot of lore that just doesn't make sense. So how do we fix it? Do we fix it through a retcon? Do we fix it through just letting Ubisoft run with it? Or do we do something like I've done where I theorized on certain subjects and Ubisoft made it happen? I'll put in the description below the first time that I put out anything about Retta being immortal, way back in Assassin's Creed Origins.
Glad that's over with.
And I mean, it's over a decade ago of Assassin's Creed. And here we are where we've got Valhalla, and Valhalla has Assassin's Creed Retta back again, and Retta is immortal. So there's got to be something to that. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that the lore is screwed up? Do you guys think that we, as a community, should come up with what the lore actually is and make videos about it? And then hopefully tag Ubisoft and have Ubisoft fix this? Because it seems like every time a new writer comes in, I'm not sure that they're a fan of Assassin's Creed, and they make alterations to basically go with their narrative and not what actually goes on. So I don't know. Shadows, I'm expecting it to be an Assassin's Creed game, but at the same time, I'm also expecting them to mess up some lore. What do you think? What would you guys like to do? Here's what I propose. I propose we do a series of videos where we actually come together and come out with the actual lore or the theorized lore. Okay? Because in all honesty, Retta's immortality was a theory and they made it lore. What should we do? If you are a writer, if you are another YouTube channel, of course I invite all my fellow YouTubers, all my friends and everything who I've made along the way on this journey. If you guys want to, do a video and I highlight it on this channel, give a link to your video, or if you would like to read a script and we put it on this channel, or if you are a script writer, if you are somebody who knows a little bit about the lore, has a theory about the lore, you'd like to write a script, go ahead, send it to me. All my information is in my About Me page and whatnot on YouTube. I'll have it read, and obviously we'll give you credit. If you don't want to do it yourself, we'll give you credit and we'll put links to your channel or to any of your information if anybody wants to hire you to do writing for them or anything like that. I think that's a great opportunity. And honestly, yeah, I mean, obviously, you're not going to pay me for anything like that. I'm all about this community, and I really feel like we have a lot of talent. I get a lot of images that are drawn from this community and everything, and it's actually amazing. I may do a showcase of like their artwork and everything, if that's okay. Anybody who's ever sent me anything, let me know, and I'll put your stuff up in a showcase. Anyway, again, what lore do you think is going on? What do you think we should do? Do you think we should help Ubisoft? Do you think that we could do a better job than certain people in Ubisoft who either haven't played the series or ignored certain things or aren't as passionate? Let's fix this. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. And until next time, take care, be good, stay safe, take care of each other. I'll see you guys all in the next one.
Çık ortaya!
Ya yiğit!